How you doing? This is Black Shy Guy. Welcome to another episode in Shy Town. And as always, make sure you get your drink. Make sure you get that drink. I don't know what it's gonna be as long as it's not no soda. Alright? No sodas, please, because you know how I feel about that. Just make sure it's a cocktail, but obviously make sure you're of age. And have a seat. And as always, thank you for sitting at my table. We are going to talk about something that is quite troubling, okay? It is quite troubling. We are going to talk about the possible purge. Everybody's calling it the purge. In the year 2023, and let's say it will start in the state of Illinois, okay? Hopefully it ends there, because what they're about to do is definitely troubling. Definitely troubling for everyone involved in that state. And like I have always said, I don't say it a lot on my podcast, but I'm going to say it now, and I'm not going to repeat myself. If you live in the state known as New York City, Los Angeles, or California, or even now Illinois, get out. Get out. Get out of those states. Because those states are not for you. Those states look down upon the citizens of every day who wake up in the morning, go to work, and try to provide for their families. And to do it in a safe manner is almost going to be questioned, especially for Illinois in the year of 2023. What's happening in New York City and in California right now is just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because honestly, it's pandemonium in those states. Pandemonium. Crime is happening so rapidly in those states. It's hard to believe that people live normal lives in those states right now. It's hard to believe people actually go to work safely right now. Yes, Chi-Town is getting real today. Chi-Town is getting real today. Before I dive in some more, let me set some news out there. That's happening in the gaming world. Obviously, the Street Fighter 2 cast has been released. I'm going to do a podcast episode about that. How I feel about it? I feel about it. You know what I mean? I feel about it. It's been years and years that we've been seeing the Street Fighter 2 cast over and over again. I was hoping for a slew of brand new characters. And the Street Fighter 2 storyline is getting stagnant. There's no continuation of that storyline. It's just getting stagnant. It's not like Tekken storyline. But that's the only news I have of today, because I really want to get down with the safety of everyday citizens in the United States that are being put in jeopardy with the laws that are going on. Not only with the laws that are going on, but for the sympathy this country is having for criminals who decide to rage rampant and cause harm to everyday citizens who just want to provide for their families and go to work. I don't understand what's going on in this country right now. Everything is being questioned right now. Everything. The right to speak, the right to your own opinion, the right to bear arms. I don't know what's going on. You're showing so much sympathy to these criminals. You're getting rid of bail reform. What is going on? Are the everyday citizens obsolete to the government now? What are they trying to do? Are they really trying to grab these votes that bad? That bad that they're willing to put everyday citizens at risk? By showing criminals who can care less about these everyday citizens this much sympathy for the simple fact that they could commit a crime down to battery and be excused for it. and be let out. I don't know what's going on with our government. I don't know what's going on with our country. And I don't care what anyone says, I don't know what's going on with our president. This is the worst I have ever seen the United States so far. Now we got to worry about everyday criminals let loose on the street and knowing that they could commit a crime and not be punished to the highest degree. We got to worry about that now. You tell me, is that right? Being an American citizen, you tell me, is that right? And not only that, we can't bear arms. Most of the United States citizens can't bear arms. And if they do bear arms, they got to go through a slew of paperwork. Which discourages them to continue because the amount of paperwork and the amount of gymnastics they got to do just to bear arms. And for the people who look down upon people who bear arms, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. Do you not know it involves you too? Do you not know it gives you an opportunity to bring your family back home and to actually have a chance or even an opportunity to escape a possible criminal who's about to do harm to you? Do you know that? So why would you look down upon bearing arms? You being an everyday citizen yourself. You having a family of your own. You wanting your loved ones to get back home safe, especially when they're in your company who has the right to bear arms. What do you say now? What do you say now, especially for the state of Illinois who has to go through that fiasco starting next year, January 2023? What do you have to say? I would love to hear what do you have to say. It's ridiculous that people who oppose the higher powers, who actually believe in bearing arms, who actually believe that you have the right to protect your family and yourself. Why would you go with the other leaders who frown upon that? Why would you want to depend your safety upon the police, despite the fact that they do their job, but there's not much of them left. A lot of them are leaving because of what's happening to this country. So now you got to pray that your phone call gets to a cop quick enough for your life to be spared by the criminal who has been given an opportunity to commit a crime and not pay the higher price for doing it. And the citizens who frown upon the higher powers, who want to give you an opportunity to protect yourself, those are the ones you're frowning upon. Now, when you're in that situation, when you don't have arms to protect yourself, when you're dependent and praying for that cop who you wanted to be basically defunded, you're praying for that cop to hopefully get to your home as quick as possible. Huh? What happened to refunding? Huh? What happened to refunding? It doesn't matter now that your safety is in check, huh? Doesn't matter now that your survival is at risk. I can't stand. I just can't stand it. I really can't. I really don't understand people who look down upon the safety of others. You rather depend on the government so hard, that you're willing to jeopardize your own safety. Do you not see what's going on? Do you not see that the criminals in this country are given way too many opportunities to commit a crime and be set free? Do you not see what's going on? How can you not be against that? When are you going to be against that, huh? When one of your own family members his life is taken because of all these new laws that give criminals opportunity to be set free despite their actions? Once again, before I continue, make sure you follow my podcast. Make sure you follow my YouTube channel. This is Black Shy Guy. I just don't understand. I don't get the fascination of going against the right. I mean, am I a fool right? No. I'm in the middle. I'm for whoever wants the best for this country. And right now, the left is not doing it. The left is not doing it. The Democrats are not doing it. The Democrats can care less about us right now. And I don't mean to go full political, because what we're really getting down to is the criminals. The criminals who don't deserve no right whatsoever the minute you want to commit brutal bodily harm to an everyday citizen who has done nothing to you. They deserve the full punishment of the law. They do not deserve any type of sympathy, no remorse. Behind bars you go, you stay there forever. I just don't understand. I have no sympathy. Listen, me, Black Shy Guy, I have no sympathy for criminals. I have no sympathy. Zero. Zilch. None. No sympathy whatsoever. For those who don't know, I'm doing this podcast while I'm driving to my friend's house. And I had to do this podcast. I just had to do it because it's just boiling in me. It's just boiling in me how much the criminals for all of a sudden are loved in this country. Loved in this country by the left and also by the state, by the country, by the higher powers, by the president. We got so much things to worry about in this country. Now we got to worry about criminals being let loose. The criminals are running rampant, for God's sakes, in this country right now. Because there are not enough cops. There is not enough cops. We need cops. And a lot of people are not trying to be cops no more because they see what the cops are going through. Who wants to be a cop right now? Nobody. Nobody wants to be a cop right now. Not the way they're being treated. Are there bad cops out there? Obviously, yes. There's bad citizens also. You forgot about that? The same way there's bad cops, there's bad citizens out there. We need cops in this country. And we're losing them. We're losing them. There's not enough cops for the crimes that's going on. That's why criminals are running rampant. That's why criminals are doing whatever they want. What's going on in New York City? We are seeing crimes that are crazy, that are being done in broad daylight. Broad daylight. Without an inkling of hesitation. They're just doing it in broad daylight in front of everybody. Because they know they can get away with it. And if they get caught, so what? The full punishment of the law is not going to go against them. It's not. So they know they can get away with it. Hey, I'll do 5-6 months probably and then get out. You tell me, is that right? Is that right? Give me a break. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. I'm not liking it whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know where this country's headed. Maybe it's finally the downfall. Maybe what's happening in Illinois is the beginning. Not only the beginning, because we've been through a slew of bullshit until this thing came up. So maybe this is just one of the things that's going to pile on top of the mountain. I just don't know what we're going to do here. And all I can say is, listen, get your weapons. Get licensed. Get licensed to bear arms. This one, when something does go down, you have the papers to back it up that you had the right to protect yourself. Listen, I thought about it for a long time before I got mine. I said, do I want to be licensed to be able to protect my family, to be able to bear arms? And I'm not going to lie, I've been watching a lot of Noir. I've been watching a lot of his videos. And you know what? He snapped me too. I said, you know what? I'm going to get my weapon. And then I got my weapon. Had it for years. I'm comfortable with it now. I got to get my training back up because I did slow down because obviously I've been doing a lot of more hours at work because I got more responsibilities at work. So I've been doing a lot of long hours. And also with this podcast, my YouTube channel, just my time has just been occupied. But ladies and gentlemen, especially for the ladies, and I'm not saying that you're not capable of protecting yourselves less than the men. I'm just saying that men are way more capable in protecting themselves if they don't have a weapon. That's obvious. But you ladies are not, especially if you guys get attacked by two guys. At least you have your weapon. Ladies, get your weapons. Have the right to bear arms. Have the right to be able to protect yourself and not be penalized for it. Even though there are situations that you can use your weapon and you still get penalized for it, but use it wisely. Get training. Know when to use it. Know when to keep your composure. When to initiate the process of protecting yourself. Listen, to my everyday citizens, I just want you guys to be able to protect yourselves. Once again, the criminals are going to have even less and less sympathy for people because they see what's going on. You don't think the criminals see what's going on now? We're not the only ones who see what's going on. The criminal sees what's going on. They're like, wow, we're getting a lot of leeway to do what we want to do. You don't think they're thinking that? You don't think they're thinking about that? They are thinking that all the way. You know why? Because now, not only do they have the opportunity to run rampant, not only do they have the opportunity to run rampant and be set free by the very own government, who's supposed to be penalizing them. Now, they know that a lot of places in the United States are removing the right to bear arms. So now they know they're the only ones with weapons. I know that tickles their funny bone. I know that tickles their funny bone. And it's sad. It's truly sad. It's truly sad that we are at this point right now in this country. I never thought we would get here. I'm not going to lie, I never thought we would get here. I never thought that everyday citizens in the United States would get to the point that we, everyday citizens that go to work to provide for their family, are being treated like the criminals, and the criminals being treated like the citizens, the innocent citizens who just want to go to work. That's how the criminals are being treated. Oh, it's okay. You try to murder someone, it's all right. You'll be let out in 7 months. Must be kidding me. It's bullshit. Let me know what you think. This is Black Shy Guy. My blood pressure all up. Let me know what you think. And as always, make sure you follow my channel. Make sure you rate it also. My channel does not have a high enough rating to provide a rating. I would really appreciate if you guys start rating my episodes. And as always, thank you. I appreciate you for sitting at my table. This is Black Shy Guy. I'm out of here. Peace.